Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So I'm really excited because we're getting small snippets of information being fed out of the L1 dev team. It's really, really good. What we're seeing is there's so many problems in Lunar Classic, and they're very small, they're very big, and some of them are just insolvable currently as it stands, but they're really starting to address these smaller things, the real problems, and providing solutions, and then also looking at what do we need. And there's always been this huge argument, hasn't there, and I've been part of different spaces where people have said to the high moons they're going to bring an on and off ramp, and the one thing with an on and off ramp and having our own on and off ramp is having the liquidity, the pools, everything to back this up. So it always needs to be done carefully and in very careful steps. So if you don't know what an on and off ramp is, you can simply just Google things like this. Baby Pips is actually a really good website for anyone who just wants to just sit there and learn things in their spare time, I guess. Or if you're just looking for simple explanations for things, it's pretty much you getting involved in crypto, making a load of profit, and then getting out. Getting involved would be the on ramp, and then getting off with your profit would be the off ramp. And it really is as simple as that. So what they're speaking about currently is an on ramp, not an off ramp. An off ramp so much, they're both as important as each other, and we'll get on to exactly why. And I know what you're thinking, right? Buy crypto, sit on crypto, crypto goes up, sell it. Of course, a lot of people do this, but the reason why crypto is so volatile is just because of the amount of trading that goes on, the amount of people that play with the coins on the market or tokens, depending on what you're dealing with. Without these traders longing, shorting, doing all of the different things that they do, you just wouldn't have the volatility. It would just kind of sit stagnant a lot of the time. Everyone would sit on their pile and it would just devaluate over time. It's just the way it is, and it's just the way it works. The whole reason why use cases are so important is because it provides a reason for someone to have to trade the coin for something, to get something else, and having it all happen in our own system is very important. So what the end goal is with Station is to totally be an on and off ramp as a whole. Imagine combining Terra Station with Uniswap, and they got together and had a kid with Binance. You're going to be left out with this final station form that we're going to have. But until then, this on ramp is going to be very, very helpful, because those fees, everything that happens for that would therefore happen on chain. And this is what we want. We want to be able to cut out the centralized exchanges, all of these CX. We can cut them out. Why shouldn't we? Right? Exactly. It makes total sense. And then it brings volume back onto the chain. So Luna, before we've gone through this whole update situation, they did have a on ramp, and I think it was a link to Binance. It took you straight there. Hopefully this on ramp is an actual true on ramp where we're providing everything. Everything's happening on the chain, and it all comes from pools. It would be really good. Tobias has spoken about commodity pools previously in many of our podcasts that we've done. Speaking of podcasts, we have got Tobias coming on this Sunday for a touch up, catching up after everything that's been going on and seeing where they are with everything. It's going to be really nice. Really looking forward to that. But we have spoken so many times about these commodity pools, and I'm hoping that it's all pushing towards this. This is stuff to get excited about, because this whole, I like to look at it, and me and Duncan spoke about this whole, a dragon sitting on its hoard, not doing anything with it. It's just going to devaluate. And if we can find different ways to bring more volume to the chain, people get excited, everything else pays off in the long run, and it's just really good for everything as a whole. Good movement for the community. It's a good look from the outside. It shows that we're getting ourselves together. We know what we're doing. We know what's going on. And this is what I've been speaking about previously in these videos. We just need to keep building through the FUD, and it's such a strange environment. Crypto is, you kind of get, well, you support what you believe in, don't you? It's very simple, and you'll stick by that and you'll defend that until its last dying breath a lot of the time. And that's just human nature for a lot of people. And this is vice versa, and these kind of sabotages do go on. So I totally get it. It's just the way things are. There's so many things going on with Terra Station at the moment. We are helping lots of people in our Telegram group. We're trying to do as much as we can. Just be aware that there's so many scammers out there. None of us are going to DM you. We're going to deal with you in the group, in public. We're putting out different messages now, pretty much saying to people that, you know, we're not going to DM you. Bots are not going to DM you. We're even seeing people making bots, pretending to be bots, pretending to be anonymous admins from channels and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So when this on-ramp arrives, you can imagine the amount of scams that are going to arrive with it. The more changes that happen, the more things that are added, the more updates that occur, the more scams that are possible to arise in the future. And it's always going to be like that. You're responsible for your own safety in crypto. And what I like to say to people is, would you give your banking details out to somebody? No. Would you give your PIN code out to somebody? No. So don't give your seed phrases out. It's the same as giving your bank details out, if not worse, because the bank can probably help you get your money back. It might be insured. Crypto's not like that. I don't think there's crypto insurance. If there is, let me know in the comment section. But this on-off ramp, hopefully we end up with this whole super system where it just becomes, you never need to actually leave station to do what you want to do. The IBC should be all working and everything should be like clockwork again. But it makes you appreciate, when we had Terra Station before, how well it worked, how little you had issues, how smoothly everything went. The fees were cheap. A lot of people are realizing now with the 5x gas fees just how cheap gas fees were. Projects are definitely feeling that. I know that for certain because I've seen the amount of how much an airdrop is costing people compared to how much before. So this is all really helping the system. It's really helping the community see that, you know, good things are going on, and really looking forward to this on and off ramp. Bitcoin's doing some really, really good moves at the moment, and as much as you don't want to pay attention to Bitcoin, it's so important that you do as someone that's involved in crypto, because you can get an idea or mood feeling for the market of how it's going to go up, how it's going to go down. Because regardless of what happens, if Bitcoin starts to crash, the market's going with it. If it decides to start shooting up and head on up to higher highs, it's going to drag the market with it in some way, shape or form. Hopefully still looking at this 25k target that they've been talking about quite a lot. A lot of people are certain we're going up to it. Some people are certain we're going down. No one's got a crystal ball. Let me know what you think in the comment section, folks. Have a really nice Friday. Stay safe. Beware of scammers. Beware of doppelgangers. Beware of anybody pretending to be me. None of this is financial advice. You can delegate Lunar Classic coins with us. With our node, we build, we burn, and we do so much more great things. Guys, stay safe. Utilize our websites. And yeah, just stay safe. Catch you in the next one.
Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you.